Alrighty. My name. Oh, wait, let me turn this off. Sorry about the fan. Alright, my name's Abby. Basically, I'm just gonna be reading books. I'm doing this for my friend because I recommended audiobooks as a good way to get into reading. And I thought it'd be entertaining if I did it, gave my opinion on it. And so we decided YouTube would be a good way to do this. If other people end up listening, that's cool. If not, hello, bestie. So I'm thinking how I want to do this is I want to do it by chapter because I think that's easier for both my brain and other people's brains. If other people end up watching it and you have recommendations, let me know. Sorry that I look dead inside right now. Just got off of work. But so the first book we're reading is going to be Weyward by Emilia Hart. My friend picked it because they like the cover. Same reason I bought the book. I like the cover. So basically this follows like a bunch of women in a family throughout different years, and it kind of goes over that. It's multiple timelines. I believe there's 3 different timelines. I personally like books where there's multiple timelines. I find them really interesting. But yeah, that's the first book we'll be doing. So today we'll just be doing chapter 1. I hope I'm entertaining to you guys. But yeah, again, my name's Abby. I'm really excited to do this. I think it's going to be fun. That's actually how I got back into reading. I used to watch someone who would do these videos. Just like this, actually. So, I'm really excited. Okay, so. Also, like, the page is cute. I like the detail. You're gonna get a lot of this, I'm sorry. So, let's see. So, it looks like this is separated into parts. So, part 1, the prologue, and this is Alpha. So, it looks like one girl named Kate is from 2019, there's Alpha from 1619, and Violet from 1942. So, the prologue's Alpha, 1619. 10 days they held me there, 10 days with only the stink of my own flesh for company, not even a rat graced with its presence. There was nothing to attract it, they had brought me no food, only ale. Footsteps, then the wrench of metal on metal as the bolt was drawn back. The light hurt my eyes. For a moment, the men in the doorway shimmered as if they were not of this world and had come to take me away from it. The prosecutor's men. They had come to take me to trial. Chapter 1, Kate, 2019. Kate is staring into the mirror when she hears it, the key scraping in the lock. Her fingers shake as she hurries to fix her makeup, dark threads of mascara spidering onto her lower lids. In the yellow light, she watches her pulse jump at her throat, beneath the necklace he gave her from their last anniversary. The chain is silver and thick, cold against her skin. She doesn't wear it during the day when he's at work. The door clicks shut, the slap of his shoes on the floorboards, wine gurgling into a glass. Panic flutters in her, like a bird. She takes a deep breath, touches the ribbon of scar on her left arm, smiles one last time into the bathroom mirror. She can't let him see that anything is different, that anything is wrong. Simon leans against the kitchen counter, wine glass in hand. Her blood pounds at the sight, the long dark lines of him in his suit, the cut of his cheekbones, his golden hair. He watches her walk towards him in the dress she knows he likes, stiff fabric, taut across the hips, red, the same color as her underwear. Oh. Saucy. Lace with little bows, as if Kate herself is something to be unwrapped, to be torn open. She looks for clues. His tie is gone, 3 buttons of his shirt open to reveal fine curls. The whites of his eyes glow pink. He hands her a glass of wine, and she catches the alcohol in his breath, sweet and pungent. Perspiration beads her back under her arms. The wine is Chardonnay, usually her favorite, but now the smell turns her stomach, makes her think of rot. She presses the glass to her lips without taking a sip. "Hi, babe," she says in a bright voice, polished just for him. "How's work?" but the words catch in her throat. His eyes narrow. He moves quickly despite the alcohol, his fingers digged into the soft flesh of her bicep. Where did you go today? I don't know why I read it like that. She knows better than to twist out of his grasp, though every cell of her wants to. Instead, she places her hand on his chest. Nowhere, she says, trying to keep her voice steady. I've been home all day. She'd been careful to leave her iPhone at the apartment when she walked to the pharmacy to only take cash with her. She smiles, leans in to kiss him. His cheek is rough with stubble. Another smile mingles with the alcohol, something heady and floral, perfume maybe. It wouldn't be the first time. A tiny flare of hope in her gut. It could work to her advantage if there's someone else. But she's miscalculated. He slips away from her and then, liar. Kate barely hears the word as Simon's hands connects with her cheek, the pain dizzying like a bright light at the edges of her vision. The colors of the room slide together, the gold-lit floorboards, the white leather couch, the kaleidoscope of the London skyline through the window. A distant crashing sound. She has dropped her glass of wine. She grips the counter, her breath coming out of her in ragged bursts, blood pulsing in her cheek. Simon is putting on his coat, picking up his keys from the dining table. Stay here, he says. I'll know if you don't. His shoes ring out across the floorboards. The door slams. She doesn't move until she hears the creak of the elevator down the shaft. He's gone. The floor glitters with broken glass. Wine hangs sour in the air. A copper taste in her mouth brings her back to herself. Her lip is bleeding, caught against her teeth by the force of his hand. Something switches in her brain. I'll know if you don't. It hadn't been enough, leaving her phone at home. He's found another way to track her. She remembers how the doorman eyed her in the lobby. Had Simon slipped him a wad of crisp notes to spy on her? Her blood freezes at the thought. If he finds out where she went, what she did earlier today, who knows what else he might do. Install cameras, take away her keys, and all her plans will come to nothing. She'll never get out. But no, she's ready, isn't she? If she leaves now, she could get there by morning. The drive will take 7 hours. She's plotted it carefully on her second phone, the one he doesn't know about, tracing the blue line on the screen, curling up the country like a ribbon. She's practically memorized it. Yes, she'll go now. She has to go now, before he returns, before she loses her nerve. She retrieves the Motorola from its hiding place, an envelope taped to the back of her bedside table, takes a duffel bag from the top shelf of the wardrobe, fills it with clothes. From the ensuite, she grabs her toiletries, the box she hid in the cupboard earlier that day. Quickly, she changes out of her red dress into dark jeans and a tight pink top. Her fingers tremble as she unclasps the necklace. She leaves it on the bed, coiled like a noose. Next to her iPhone with its gold case, the one Simon pays for, knows the passcode too, the one he can track. She rummages through her jewelry box on her bedside table. Fingers close around the gold V-shaped brooch she has had since childhood. She pockets it and pauses, looking around the bedroom, the cream duvet and curtains, the sharp angles of the Scandi-style furniture. There should be other things to pack, shouldn't there? She had loads of stuff once, piles and piles of dog-eared books, art prints, mugs. Now everything belongs to him. In the elevator, adrenaline crackles in her blood. What if he comes back, intercepts her as she's leaving? She presses the button for the basement garage, but the elevator jerks to a stop at the ground floor. The doors creaking open. Her heart pounds. The doorman's broad back is turned. He's talking to another resident. Barely breathing, Kate presses herself small into the elevator, exhaling only when no one else appears and the door jerks shut. In the garage, she unlocks the Honda, which she brought before they met, and it's registered in her name. He can't surely ask the police to put a call out if she's driving her own car. She watched enough crime shows. Left of her own volitation, they'll say. Volitation is a nice word. It makes her think of flying. She turns the key in the ignition, then taps her gray ants into Google Maps. 4 months. She repeated the words in her head like a mantra. Weyward Cottage, Crowsbeck, Cumbria. Alrighty, well that's chapter 1 and the prologue. That was a very short chapter, so maybe I will start doing multiple chapters at once and just timestamp them. I don't know. Let me know what you think, bestie. This is for you after all. Yeah, but to anyone else out there, thank you for listening. Again, Weyward by Emilia Hart. My name's Abby. Maybe someday, if other people do start watching this, I'll do a get to know me video. That could be fun. If other people do watch it, let me know what you want from me. Yeah, have a good day or night, whatever. Bye.